Applied Connectives in its current form has been around for 16 years. We've worked with Hackel on several projects, and so we were familiar with you and with Tanner specifically. We service a large part of the state from Blair to McCook to Valentine and everything in between. Technical services primarily, anything from IT support. We contract with businesses, county government, school districts, supplying products and services on the phone, IT side, and then physical security, so access control, cameras, and then also low voltage infrastructure and fiber optics. We're passionate about rural Nebraska. We're passionate about communities and being involved in our communities. And we're passionate about culture and family. And so some of the things you see here as far as, who thought this up, where did it come from? The room we're sitting in here now, I've dreamed about a room like this, for years. And so we were able to, bring it to reality. And that's kind of the culture we want to build, is someplace where we can, step away from our day-to-day duties and talk about life and family and everything in between. So. Yeah, flexibility is important across the board. And flexibility with partners, and that's the other thing in working with Hackel over the years is, having someone you trust and that's flexible. We expected that going in, and we appreciate that coming out. That's our expectations were met from that standpoint. Yeah. Being familiar with Hackel Construction helped us from a comfort level standpoint. This was a big project. We wanted it to happen quickly. We had a specific budget to work with, and so also the design build format has intrigued me. Being on the school board now here locally, being involved with construction projects, having seen the design build process at other locations, and so I was interested in the transparency of that, the ability to set our budget and see what we can do within that budget, rather than depending upon an architect or somebody that another third party that getting involved in that process. And so I really wanted to use that approach, and with Hackel's experience in that, that was another reason we decided to talk with Tanner.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing that was really important to me was working with local contractors, and so it was important for me that I had some choice in that. However, I wanted to be somewhat distant so that I could allow Hackel to do their job when it came to pricing and estimating and making sure that we were going to work within our budget. So being able to make suggestions and bring those local contractors to the table is really important. And that goes back to community and being passionate about rural Nebraska and trying to keep things as local as possible too. So I really feel from the way we wanted to collaborate with our offices and the openings, with the overhead doors, rather than shut me down, we worked through it creatively, and we came up with a solution that's exactly what we wanted. And so in working with other contractors, that's not always the case. It's always, describing the hurdles and, go in a different direction rather than figuring out how to get over them, around them, and get to the end result. So, this is a technical company. However, we're still a little bit traditional. So I like a phone call, I like a face-to-face meeting, but also, the use of email and technology is really important to me as well, just to be efficient. And I think that we used all those means pretty well. With email, we did a lot of collaboration and communication. And for me, as a business owner, trying to get everything done, in a day and spend time with my family as well, it's necessary. But there was an equal amount of, I know Tanner drove to Lincoln to look at a building that I had seen, and I suggested some finishes on the exterior. And so, rather than just taking a look at the picture, I really appreciated, let's take a close look at the materials and find out how we can do something similar. Just communication in general, I thought went well, and I think that's what kept us on schedule, and ultimately, we could all agree on the visions we had and the end product as well. Maceo doesn't want to take a lot of credit here for the creative side, but when I would introduce these ideas, he was making sure that this is what Ed and I are thinking, and I appreciate him making sure that we push that through. Now, I wanted to compliment Kai and the rest of the team too, just professional, cleaning up, taking care of things, just all around. I think it's a good group that you've got. So, not having gone through a construction project like this, there was, budget was a concern from the get-go. I decided right away I was going to trust, Hackel Construction, and so that eased my concern when it comes to budget. I'm very happy that we were able to turn around this project really, what I feel was quickly. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We hope to be a sub on some future projects here as well.